If having reconciliation or having an apology, from the Pope contributes to that, then I think it's important that we took this step.
Indigenous delegates, including survivors, knowledge keepers, and leaders and youth, are continuing talks with Pope Francis about residential schools and their lasting impacts on the Indigenous community in Canada. Mandy Gull-Masty, the Grand Chief of Cree Nation of Iwasshi of Quebec, is in Rome. She says her main goal during her meeting Thursday with the Pope is to move forward with a process of healing and reconciliation. The way to do this, she says, a formal apology.
How he can come to Canada and deliver an apology and to address the issues relating to residential school, as well as address the unmarked graves that were discovered in the Catholic schools, and move forward with a process of healing and reconciliation.
Gull-Masty saw firsthand the impact of residential schools, her mother and grandmother both forced to attend.
I think that there were a lot of wounds that were left unhealed for both of them. Unfortunately, they both passed on, so they didn't get the opportunity to complete their healing journey.
The meeting, a way to begin the healing process for survivors of residential schools and intergenerational survivors.
The trauma of residential school on a survivor is not only on the survivor themselves, it's multi-generational. Even me, I'm not a student who went to residential school, but I feel heavily impacted from the, emotional trauma that my mother and my grandmother endured.
The delegation plans on encouraging a healing fund, one that will help current and future generations get access to the support they need.
We are hearing stories of communities that are living under water boil advisories for over 20 years. If you can't even have access to clean water, how are you supposed to have access to the proper health services and mental health services that you need?
Pope Francis is set to address all delegates on Friday. Gull-Masty hoping it will provide closure for many.
I think that really starts with an acknowledgement of the events that happened and taking ownership of your actions and apologizing for the things that happened, because you cannot have reconciliation without those steps.
For support or assistance for those affected by the residential school system, contact the 24-hour crisis line at 1-866-925-4419. In Montreal, Felisha Adam, City News.